What up, what up? It's Garage Gym Homie, and today I'm talking about training in the morning versus training in the afternoon. The pros and cons. We're just gonna talk, homies. We're just gonna have a little discussion. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out all the dang time for you. So click subscribe and let's get into this, homies. Hey man, this is a great time of year to make this video. I'm actually gonna make a video soon about my spring training regimen, man. What I'm gonna do, every bit of it. So you know, man, how we're gonna get shredded for spring, how I'm gonna get shredded for spring. Anyway, man, you can hit me in the email, garagegymhomie@gmail.com. I got 12 steps for any suffering addict or alcoholic. I also got some apparel I'm slanging, some supplements. God is amazing, homies. Now let's get down to business. So I've had the experience now of doing it both ways. Training in the morning, training at night. I'm going to give you the pros and the cons, the differences, what I think, which I think is better. And we're going to leave no stone unturned. So listen, I'm either doing it one way or the other. I'm either doing cardio, fasted cardio, morning fasted cardio in the morning, and then I go to work. And by the morning, I'm talking about 7 a.m., 7 a.m. I'll get on. That's when I start training. Or in the afternoon, I'm talking like 5 p.m. I'll do weights. So it's either morning fasted cardio in the morning, weights in the afternoon. I always split up my cardio and my weight training no matter what, because I find I get the best results from it. The only time I don't split up my cardio or weight training is if I'm on vacation or something, and I'll do weight training and cardio right then and knock it out for the day so I can enjoy vacation or whatever. So, or I'm doing the opposite, where I'm doing morning fasted training, which I've pretty much been doing all winter, all fall and winter, and then I'll come home, and then at 5 at night I'll do cardio, not on an empty stomach obviously, because I've had the whole day. So I'm going to talk about the advantages here. So yeah, I've always believed in splitting up cardio and weight training. I've had a massive amount of gains made once I started splitting them up. I've noticed I make a lot more gains when I split it up, which I've been doing for many years now, because I can put my heart and soul into cardio, and then I could also put my heart and soul into strength training. So I like to do them, you know, so I could stay focused on each one. So in the morning, let's start with doing cardio in the morning and strength training in the afternoon. This is what I prefer to do. I prefer to do morning fasted cardio because I think that cardio is best done fasted. I don't really care what the dang science says. I find that doing cardio on an empty stomach, science could tell you, oh, nothing really matters, calories in, calories out. 110%, I know my body. I am the most ripped, shredded when I'm doing cardio fasted in the morning and pumping iron in the afternoon. The reason that might be is, first of all, I have great energy in the morning. Plus, that's when I take my stimulants. So in the morning, if I'm doing morning fasted cardio, that's when I'll take a fat burner, and I'm really getting my heart rate up during cardio, probably because the fat burner helps me too, plus the extra sweating, all that. There's a lot that goes into it. But maybe even without the fat burner, I'd probably be the most shredded with morning fasted cardio, because your body's empty and it's kind of not going after the food in your stomach for energy, because it's empty. So it's going to try and, you know, hit your fat cells and all that more than if you had food in your stomach. That's what's going to attack first. So the point is, when I'm doing morning fasted cardio, the fat burner probably assists getting my heart rate up. I'm just the most shredded, leanest, ripped. I got an 8-pack. I'm sweating more. I'm putting my heart into cardio more when I'm doing it in the morning. Because when I'm doing it after work, it's like I've had the day, and I don't want to say I'm dreading it. I love every workout, but I'm more like, it's more of a chore, I guess, in a sense. Working out's always great to me. I like getting high. It's always about getting high. But it's kind of like, oh, I got to do this, you know, like it's after work. And, you know, it's not as exciting for me as first thing in the morning. I'm like getting up. My energy's amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. Then I get to take it, you know, pop the stimulants, feel that. So that's doing cardio in the morning. The reason I really like that's optimal for me, and strength training in the afternoon, is because strength training in the afternoon, 5 p.m., I've had food in me. So I get to feel like maybe I have more strength because I got that food throughout the day. By then, I've eaten 4 meals. I've eaten 2 solid meals, 2 Papa Steve's bars, and a shake. And then I'll have a non-stim pre-workout or pump formula or whatever, and then hit the weights. Now, after work, I'm kind of like, man, I got to go work out. Not that I'm dreading it or miserable, because once I'm on the dance floor, man, I'm freaking fired up, homie. That's what I meant to say with cardio too, trying to find my words. Once I'm doing it, I'm like, all right, man, I'm freaking in it. I'm getting high. I'm feeling good. I mean, you got to be a dope fiend with this, man. It's all about getting high. That's all this is anyway. But it's like, I'm like, oh, work is done. I'll take a 20-minute nap. It's like, now I got to go work out. You know, it's not the same as getting it done first thing in the morning or whatever. So the point is, I feel like I got good strength in the afternoon. The other advantage of doing cardio in the morning, if you're blessed enough to split it up or situated enough in life like I am, doing cardio in the morning, cardio takes less time. I'm only doing 35, 36 minutes of cardio, 35 really. In the afternoon, when I'm doing strength training, that takes longer, you know, at least an hour usually. I don't feel rushed. So I can kind of like, I don't want to say BS around, but I'm certainly not watching the clock. So like in the morning, if I'm hitting the weights, it's like I feel more rushed because I'm like, I got to be at work at a certain time. So after work, if I'm hitting the weights, I feel like I'm just like, I'm more zoned in maybe in a sense. So the disadvantage of doing strength training in the afternoon for me is I'm non-stim, which is not a disadvantage, man. I train non-stim the majority of my training career. You know, out of the over 9 years I've been training, I'd say 8 of those have been non-stim, pump and iron. And the rest have been only high stim Saturday, but now I switched it up. So the advantage of doing the weights in the morning is a few things. Number one, I got that good morning energy, and I get to treat myself with a pre-workout while I'm pumping iron. So that gives me that edge, you know, where I'm stimmed up or whatever. Even on a low, you know, let's say I'm taking something low stim, I'm still stimmed up. So the point is, I got that energy, that good energy. So maybe I don't know where both times when I work out, I'm pushing myself. I'm giving it 110%, whether I'm stim or non-stim, morning, afternoon. I'm putting my heart and soul into training regardless. I have fun using the pre-workout and all that in the morning, but in the afternoon, I'm still doing the PRs. I'm still crushing it. Like some of my best workouts in my life have been non-stim. So I don't really get in my head about, oh, I don't have stim. Actually, I really don't get in my head. I have a great time, especially with the dogs, man. Like when I'm pumping iron in the afternoon, especially in the summer where I got the garage door open, the dogs are out playing. I can kind of mess around with them while I'm pumping iron. Like I'm there with the pups, the sun's shining. Like I get all the advantages. In the summer, it's nice too to pump iron in the morning because, you know, I got the garage door up, the sun's coming out for the day. It's a beautiful day. But the advantage later in the day is the heat, man. It's a nice hot day. I sweat my nuts off. Again, I'm more ripped when I'm doing cardio in the morning and then strength training in the afternoon. It's hot in the afternoon. I'm sweating like a maniac, especially in the spring or summer. So yeah, so the disadvantage of doing the cardio in the afternoon too is, well, the advantage really is that I'm done for the day. I get my strength training out of the way in the morning. All I got left is like 35 minutes of some dang cardio in the afternoon, and I'm done for the day. I've gotten it done early, used my energy, fasted. I pump iron, fasted in the morning. All I got in me is my supplements. And, you know, I'm done for the day. I just have a little cardio to do. So it's kind of nice just to be done with it, and then you got the day to yourself to chill, hang with my girl, do what the heck I want. So everything has pros and cons, man. I'm just giving it to you straight. As far as gains go, muscle gains, breaking down muscle, I don't really think there's much of a difference. I think you can get amazing gains pumping iron first thing in the morning, fasted. You don't need food in you, man. I think you can get amazing gains breaking down the muscle just as good in the afternoon with food in you. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. The difference for me in my life is I'm more shredded and tight when I'm doing the morning fasted cardio for me, because that's when I'm stimmed up. And I only allow myself stims once a day, and that's first thing in the morning, and then I'm cut off. That's the rules I made for myself. So really, I'm just laying out the pros and cons for you homies. In my experience, I do just about all my training at home. The only training I'm not doing at home now is swimming. I go to the pool first thing in the morning, a couple days a week, and I'll do my cardio there. So it's morning fasted cardio, swimming laps. So yeah, man, I just find, and I'd rather be more shredded than not as shredded. I find when I'm doing cardio in the afternoon, I'm not pushing it like that. It's steady state, just like in the morning, but it's more of, it's just not as intense. I find my sweating, everything is much more intense first thing in the morning. And especially when I've had cheat meals and stuff like that on the weekend, and I want to get that sodium blowed out, it's really nice to do morning fasted cardio, because that tenfold quickens, makes it way quicker for me to get back down to that tightness again, where I've gotten that excess water I'm holding from the sodium and the cheat meals. So I vote on morning fasted cardio and pumping iron in the afternoon non-stim. That's my favorite way to train. The only disadvantage is you don't really get to use your favorite pre-workouts that way, because unless you're using pre-workouts in the afternoon, which I really don't freaking recommend, and I don't ever do it. I don't ever take a stim-based pre-workout in the afternoon. That's when I use my non-stim, because I don't care what you tell me, homies. You could say to me, hey, GGH, I can use stim pre-workouts in the afternoon, 6 at night. I don't care what you say. You might be able to sleep, but homies, you're forgetting about quality sleep. A lot of you people might say, yeah, I could take a pre-workout at night and fall asleep. That might be true, but that doesn't mean you're getting quality sleep. And taking pre-workouts in the evening, at night, it affects your nervous system, homie. It's hard. It affects you. And the biggest part of making gains is recovery. So having anything, I know homies who are on my YouTube who talk about taking DMHA pre-workouts at night. You have no clue what that's doing to your recovery, man. Horrible. So highly recommend, if you're going to train at night, do it non-stim, man. Have some freaking heart, because that's how I do it, man. If I'm pumping iron at night. So I think I'm about to switch it up, man, back to the morning fasted cardio. I've used enough pre-workouts, maybe a couple days a week or whatever. And then the other option is you don't have to pick one or the other. You can do a few days a week morning fasted cardio, training in the afternoon. You can do a few days a week the opposite. That's the beauty, man, of having choices and options, homie. You don't have to, You don't have to pick one or the other. So I might switch it back up, man, to like 4 days a week, morning fasted cardio, and then really just like maybe I'll pump iron a couple days, like high stim Saturday, maybe one other, whatever. I don't know. I'll figure it out, man. I haven't decided. I'm going to come out with a video about my spring training regimen, and I'll give you the whole picture, man, from the training to the drinking water, to the nutrition, to the rest and recovery. I got even more. The supplement regimen. I'm going to give you everything, homie. So don't worry about that, man. I'm going to let you in. There are no secrets around here, man. That's what I got for you, man. So you can make your own decision. I just want to make a video about my experience with training in the morning versus training at night. It's fun to wake up, take the pre-workout, and pump iron. I definitely prefer pumping iron when I'm on the pre-workout, but once I'm on the dance floor non-stim, man, I'm having just as much fun, and I love doing the morning. My physique is by far the superior when I'm doing morning fasted cardio. That's what I got. Garage Gym Homie's always going to give it to you straight till the end of days. If you like the review, man, subscribe to the channel. If you didn't freaking like the review, also subscribe to the channel. God bless all of you together. Let's get this dang muscle. I'm out.